Have you ever felt like you're facing challenges that most people wouldn't be able to overcome? Do you ever feel like you're always confronted with difficulties that few others would dare to face? Life has a way of throwing obstacles in our path. At times, it can feel like we're walking a road paved with nothing but adversity. Whether it's battling personal issues, enduring professional setbacks, or navigating emotional storms, it can seem as if we're always the one who has to face the toughest battles. But what if I told you that the struggles you're going through are not random? What if they're not meant to break you but to build you? What if I told you that you were born to endure these challenges that others would fall victim to? We all go through tough times. None of us are exempt from difficulty or hardship. That's the universal truth of being human. But there's something crucial to understand. The challenges you're facing right now are not just a random part of life. They're not the universe's way of punishing you or singling you out. Instead, these challenges are here because you're uniquely equipped to overcome them. You were born to rise above difficulties that would break other people. The strength you have inside you is what makes you capable of enduring and thriving, even when the odds seem insurmountable. The key is recognizing that you're not a passive participant in your struggles. You're not merely reacting to the storms that life sends your way. You're meant to grow through them, learn from them, and emerge from them stronger than before. The adversity you face is not a sign of weakness. It's proof that you have the power to transform that pain into progress. So what makes you different? What is it about you that allows you to face these seemingly impossible challenges head-on while others crumble beneath them? Why can you endure situations that would make others give up, quit, or break down? The truth is you have a purpose that is greater than you may even realize right now. Life has given you these challenges because you are capable of rising above them. You've been equipped with resilience, strength, and an inner power that many others may never tap into. But to unlock that power, you must first embrace the struggles, face them with courage and trust that you're being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. You may not fully understand why things are so difficult right now, but know this: the strength that you are developing in the face of adversity is what will set you apart. It is what will propel you to accomplish things that others only dream of. If this message has inspired you, if it's reminded you of the strength you carry inside, I invite you to take action. Like this video, share it with someone else who may need a reminder of their own inner power, and subscribe to this channel for more motivation insights and lessons to keep you moving forward. Remember, you were born to overcome. Keep going because your breakthrough is closer than you think. Life is a journey filled with moments of joy, excitement, and success, but it is also a journey marked by obstacles and difficulties. The undeniable truth is that no one can escape challenges in life. Regardless of who we are, where we come from, or what we've achieved, we all face obstacles at different points in our lives. Challenges are not reserved for a select few, nor are they a sign of failure. They're a universal experience, part of the human condition, and the sooner we accept this, the more equipped we will be to handle them when they arise. Challenges come in many forms: personal struggles, health issues, career setbacks, emotional pain, and even unexpected losses. At times, these challenges can seem overwhelming, causing us to question our strength and our path forward. But challenges are an essential part of our journey toward growth. They shape us, mold us, and push us toward becoming the best versions of ourselves. It's easy to think of challenges as obstacles that stand in our way, but they are often the catalysts for personal transformation. It's through facing difficulty that we learn resilience, patience, and determination. Every person will face difficult times, setbacks, and failures, but these are the experiences that will ultimately build the strength necessary to thrive in life. While challenges are universal, struggles come in many forms. For some, it may be physical health issues or injuries that prevent them from living the life they want. For others, it may be financial loss of a job, economic hardship, or mounting debt. There are those who struggle with emotional pain, whether from the loss of a loved one, a broken relationship, or deep-seated fears that seem insurmountable. Others might face career setbacks, being passed over for promotions or having their dreams delayed. And then there are the experiences of great loss, where life feels as if it is slipping away from us and there is nothing we can do to stop it. But what matters is how we respond to these challenges. The fact that challenges come in so many different forms doesn't change the reality that they are inevitable. Every person will face some form of struggle in their lifetime. However, not everyone can rise above them. Some people allow their struggles to define them negatively, while others use those very struggles to fuel their determination and growth. The difference lies in how we perceive and react to the challenges we face. Understanding that struggles are a natural part of life helps us to be more accepting when they appear. It gives us a sense of perspective. Instead of asking, "Why me?" we can begin to ask, "What can I learn from this?" Rather than viewing challenges as unfair punishments, we can see them as opportunities for growth and transformation. When we shift our perspective on struggles, we can find the strength to move through them rather than feeling stuck in them. The question that often arises when we face significant challenges is, why do we have to go through them at all? Why does life have to be difficult? Why can't things just be easier? It's natural to want life to be simple and free from pain, but if we stop and reflect for a moment, we will recognize that challenges are not just inevitable, they're actually crucial for our growth. Challenges help us grow because they push us outside of our comfort zones. We can only develop our true potential when we're forced to face difficulty. Comfort zones are by nature limiting. When we stay within them, we don't evolve, we don't improve, and we don't challenge ourselves to be better. But when we're faced with a difficult situation, we have no choice but to adapt to rise to the occasion and to become stronger. Think about the first time you learned to ride a bike. It wasn't easy, was it? You likely scraped your knees and felt frustrated. But with every fall, you got back on the bike. With each failure, you learned more about balance, technique, and perseverance. Over time, you became proficient. The struggle didn't break you, it made you better. And the same principle applies to every challenge in life. The more we face adversity, the stronger we become because we learn to navigate it and grow from it. Challenges also help us develop new skills. When we're faced with difficult situations, we are often forced to think creatively, to problem solve, and to develop new coping mechanisms. For example, if you lose your job and struggle financially, you might develop new skills to help you generate income. Learn budgeting techniques, or discover hidden talents that you didn't know you had. If you face a health issue, you may learn how to take better care of your body, develop a greater appreciation for health, and become more disciplined in your daily routines. Each challenge brings with it an opportunity to acquire new knowledge and skills that we wouldn't have otherwise gained. Challenges also allow us to expand our emotional capacity. We are forced to experience a range of emotions: anger, sadness, frustration, fear, but we also learn how to manage and cope with these emotions. Over time, we become more resilient, more empathetic, and more understanding of ourselves and others. Every emotional struggle teaches us how to be more compassionate, not only toward others, but toward ourselves as well. It's through these struggles that we learn to embrace our vulnerability and our humanity. There is a common misconception that facing challenges is a sign of failure. Many people feel ashamed or discouraged when they encounter setbacks or struggle with difficult circumstances. However, challenges are not punishments. They're not indicators of weakness or failure. In fact, challenges are an essential part of life, and how we respond to them defines who we are. Challenges are opportunities for us to learn, grow, and develop new skills. Without them, we would never have the chance to expand our capabilities or become the people we are meant to be. It's easy to think that failure is the opposite of success, but in reality, failure is often an integral part of success. We learn through our mistakes, grow through our failures, and eventually achieve success because we have the resilience and knowledge to push forward despite the obstacles. As the saying goes, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Every successful person you know has faced failure at some point. The difference between them and those who give up is that they didn't let their failures define them. Instead, they used them as stepping stones to greater achievement. Challenges, therefore, are not failures, they're learning experiences. The more we learn from our challenges, the more prepared we are for future success. Not everyone has the strength to rise after each fall, and that's a difficult truth. Some people give up when things get hard, and while it's important to acknowledge the difficulty of those moments, we must also recognize that strength and resilience are qualities that are forged over time, just as muscles grow stronger with resistance. Our emotional and mental strength grows when we face adversity head-on. We are not born resilient. We develop resilience by facing challenges and learning how to cope with them. Resilience is not something that comes naturally to everyone, and it takes time to build. Every time we rise after a setback, we become a little bit stronger. Every challenge we face teaches us how to endure, how to overcome, and how to keep moving forward. This is why some people seem to have an easier time handling adversity. They have built their resilience over time through their experiences. But the good news is that resilience is something that can be developed. It is not reserved for a select few. You can develop resilience by embracing challenges and learning from them. Each time you face adversity and push through it, you add to your personal strength and fortitude. Over time, you begin to trust yourself more. You trust your ability to overcome, and this trust becomes the foundation upon which you build your future successes. So while not everyone has the strength to rise after each fall, remember that you have the ability to build that strength through persistence, patience, and a willingness to face life's challenges head-on. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow, and it is through those opportunities that you will develop the resilience necessary to overcome even the greatest obstacles life throws your way. One of the most empowering truths you can embrace is that you are born with the strength to overcome challenges that others might fall victim to. Life will undoubtedly present difficult moments, setbacks, and obstacles. However, the key to navigating these hardships lies in recognizing the incredible strength and resilience that reside within you. At times, it might feel like the world is against you, as though you're constantly facing challenges that others seem to avoid. It's easy to wonder why this is happening to you, or whether you have what it takes to make it through. But let's get one thing clear: you have everything inside you to rise above what others cannot. This is not a coincidence. It's part of your unique design. The most important realization you can have is that everyone is born with an inner strength that is often hidden, waiting to be discovered. Many people go through life not fully recognizing the potential they possess. The world might tell you that you're weak, that you can't handle the pressure, or that you're not cut out for greatness. But the truth is, you possess abilities that sometimes even you might not know you have. Think about how many times you've surprised yourself by accomplishing something that once seemed impossible. Whether it was navigating through a personal crisis, bouncing back from failure, or even achieving a goal that once felt out of reach, you've already proven to yourself that you have an incredible capacity to overcome. This is the inner strength I'm talking about. It's not just physical strength or intellect. It's a deep, unshakable power that resides within you, built through every challenge you've faced and every triumph you've experienced. This strength often doesn't show itself immediately. It's discovered in moments of hardship. Challenges bring out the best in you, even when you feel broken or defeated. In these moments, you tap into that hidden strength, find a resilience you didn't know you had, and push through in ways that others might not. That's why you were born to face challenges that others would fall victim to. Your inner strength is precisely what equips you to navigate difficult situations and emerge stronger on the other side. Life's greatest difficulties will often test you in ways that seem unimaginable, but you can handle them because of this deep, untapped strength. When you face adversity, it's easy to feel as though life is simply throwing obstacles in your path just for the sake of testing you. However, It's crucial to shift your perspective and see those difficulties as opportunities to fulfill a greater purpose, a mission that life has specifically entrusted you with. When you face tough situations, you're not just trying to survive. You're fulfilling a mission that life has given you. The struggles and hardships you endure are not random. They're part of your destiny. Each challenge you overcome is a stepping stone that leads you closer to your higher purpose, the reason you were born. You're entrusted with responsibility and power to rise above challenges that others cannot. This is not because you're better or stronger than others in every way. Rather, it's because you have been uniquely prepared to face difficulties that many people would fall victim to. Your mission is to take on these challenges, grow from them, and emerge with the wisdom and strength needed to help others along their journey. Consider the people in history who have been called to overcome extraordinary challenges. They were not chosen because life was easy for them. They were chosen because they had the ability, the inner strength and the resilience to face unimaginable adversity and still rise to the occasion. Every time you face a challenge, remember that you are being called to fulfill your mission, not just to survive, but to help others along the way to make a difference and to share the lessons you've learned through your struggles. When you look at the greatest figures in history, it's clear that they didn't rise to greatness without facing immense challenges. In fact, many of them were born into difficult circumstances and faced challenges that would have broken most people. Yet they used those very challenges to create monumental change. Take Nelson Mandela, for example. Mandela spent 27 years in prison under harsh conditions for the fight against apartheid. Most people would have succumbed to the cruelty and hopelessness of such an experience. Yet Mandela emerged from prison stronger, more committed to his cause, and ultimately became a symbol of peace and forgiveness in South Africa. His challenge wasn't just physical, it was emotional, psychological, and spiritual. But he rose above it all. He didn't let the hardship break him. He used it to fuel his mission for equality and freedom. Then there's Mahatma Gandhi, who faced immense personal and political challenges in leading India to independence. Gandhi spent many years in prison, faced violent opposition, and endured constant setbacks. Yet he transformed his suffering into a platform for non-violent resistance and civil rights. His mission was clear, and even though it was filled with obstacles, he persevered. Gandhi didn't allow the challenges he faced to define him negatively. Instead, he used them to refine his purpose and propel him forward, becoming a force for global peace. Oprah Winfrey, another example of someone who overcame hardship, was born into poverty, faced childhood abuse, and struggled with many personal issues. Yet through it all, she rose to become one of the most influential women in the world. She didn't let the pain from her past control her future. Instead, she channeled it into empathy, compassion, and the desire to help others overcome their own struggles. Oprah's personal hardships gave her the insight and wisdom needed to uplift millions of others. These are just a few examples of people who faced immense adversity, yet used their challenges to become symbols of hope and strength. They didn't let their struggles define their limitations. They allowed them to be stepping stones toward greatness. And so can you. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by the challenges in your life, draw inspiration from these stories. Remember that every challenge brings an opportunity for you to prove your strength, resilience, and purpose. No matter how impossible the situation may seem, know that you have the capacity to rise above it. You're strong, and the greater the difficulty, the more chances you have to prove to yourself that you can overcome it. These moments of adversity are the very things that refine your character, deepen your resolve, and bring you closer to the person you're meant to become. When you face your own struggles, remember the examples of Mandela, Gandhi, and Oprah. Their paths weren't easy, but they showed the world what is possible when you refuse to give up in the face of adversity. They found strength in their struggles, and so can you. Your challenges are not here to break you, they're here to make you stronger. They're here to remind you of the inner power you have, the strength that lies dormant within you. You were born to rise above the challenges that others might fall victim to, and every struggle you face is a chance to prove to yourself and the world that you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. As you reflect on the lessons from this section, remember that you were born with a special purpose and the inner strength to overcome the obstacles life throws your way. The challenges that seem impossible to others are the very things that will shape you into the person you're meant to be. Just like those who have come before you, Mandela, Gandhi, Oprah, you too can use the difficulties you face to create positive change and become the person you were always meant to be. When you rise above what others fall victim to, you fulfill your higher purpose, you inspire those around you, and you prove to yourself that you are capable of greatness. The path may not be easy, but it will always be worth it. Keep pushing forward because you're destined for something far greater than you can imagine. When faced with challenges, the first thing you need to do is believe in yourself. It may seem simple, but this belief is the foundation of overcoming any obstacle in life. When everything around you feels uncertain or overwhelming, it is your internal belief in your abilities that will carry you through. You can't control everything around you, but you always have the power to control how you respond to what's happening. This is where your inner strength comes in. Your inner strength is something that is deeply rooted within you, but often goes unnoticed, especially during tough times. It's easy to forget the power that resides inside when you are in the middle of a struggle. However, it's essential to recognize that your strength is not in your circumstances, it's within you waiting to be tapped into. The moment you start to focus on your inner strength, you begin to shift the narrative. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the challenge in front of you, you start to realize that you're capable of facing it head on. Trust your ability to overcome. Trust that no matter how difficult the situation may seem, you are not powerless. You have faced hardships before and you have emerged stronger every time. This will be no different. One way to tap into your inner power is to begin by shifting your mindset. Focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your responses. Every challenge becomes more manageable when you shift the focus from what you cannot control to what you can influence. Focus on your strengths, your resilience, and your past victories. You've already proven that you have the ability to rise above, and now it's time to remind yourself of that truth. Perseverance is one of the most powerful qualities that will help you overcome challenges. In fact, perseverance is key to pushing through tough times. It's not about avoiding difficulty, but about learning how to keep going in spite of it. Challenges will come and they may knock you down, but perseverance is what allows you to rise up every single time. Think about the times when you faced something difficult, whether it was personal, professional, or emotional. At the beginning, it might have seemed impossible, but each time you persevered, you grew stronger. Each time you kept going, even when it felt like the world was against you, you learned something about your own resilience. The more you face adversity and persevere, the more you strengthen your determination. What separates those who overcome from those who fall victim to challenges is the willingness to keep moving forward. It's easy to give up when things get tough, especially when others around you are quitting or when the obstacles seem insurmountable. But remember this: every step you take, no matter how small, is one step closer to your goal. It's in the moments when others might give up that your true character shines through. Determination and perseverance will carry you to the finish line, even when the road seems long and winding. It's easy to forget how powerful persistence can be, but it's often in the darkest times that your resolve is tested and strengthened. Never underestimate the power of keeping going even when you feel like you've reached your limit. You're stronger than you think, and every effort you make will build the momentum you need to overcome the challenge. Embrace challenges as part of life. One of the most critical steps in overcoming challenges is to accept them as an inevitable part of your journey. We often spend a lot of time wishing for an easy path or avoiding hardships, but the truth is challenges are an essential part of our growth. They don't define us as weak or incapable. Instead, they offer us the chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The key to overcoming challenges lies in embracing them rather than avoiding them. When you recognize that challenges are inevitable and even necessary for personal development, you start to approach them with a different mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as a burden, you begin to view them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Think of challenges as a growth process. When you encounter a challenge, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me, or what can I learn from this situation? The more you embrace the idea that challenges are part of life, the more confident you will become in your ability to face them. A challenge becomes less intimidating when you shift from a fear-based mindset to a growth-oriented mindset. Instead of dreading the unknown, you begin to see each difficulty as an opportunity to expand your capabilities and learn more about yourself. Embrace the challenge as part of your journey, knowing that each difficulty faced is an opportunity for you to grow stronger and more capable. Every challenge holds a lesson. No matter how painful or difficult it may seem at the time, there is always something to be learned. The more you embrace this mindset, the more you will grow as a person. The key to overcoming challenges is learning from every hardship. When we face challenges, it's easy to get caught up in the emotional and mental strain. We might feel overwhelmed, frustrated, or defeated, but it's important to remember that every challenge has a lesson within it. These lessons aren't always immediately obvious, but they are always present. And the more we learn to recognize and understand these lessons, the more equipped we become to handle future difficulties. For instance, when you face a setback in your career, you might feel like a failure. But if you step back and reflect on the situation, you might realize that the setback taught you resilience, patience, or a new skill. Maybe it helped you discover areas for improvement or forced you to reevaluate your goals. In every challenge, there is an opportunity to learn something valuable, and the more you approach adversity with this mindset, the more you will be prepared for future challenges. Even when you don't immediately see the lessons in a hardship, trust that they are there. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns in your own growth. Maybe you've developed new coping skills, learned to stay calm under pressure, or discovered how to manage your emotions more effectively. These lessons build on each other and make you more resilient in the face of future challenges. Challenges are not only about overcoming obstacles, they're about becoming smarter, stronger, and more aware of yourself. Every time you push through difficulty and reflect on what it taught you, you become more capable of facing the next challenge. Each lesson learned is like a tool that makes your toolbox of strength and resilience even bigger. To summarize, the key to overcoming what others fall victim to lies in how you approach each challenge. It's about tapping into your inner strength, having the perseverance to keep going, embracing challenges as a natural part of life, and learning from every hardship. Here's how you can approach it. 1. Focus on your inner strength. Believe in yourself and focus on your inner power. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond. 2. Persevere. Never give up. Every step you take is progress. Even when others might give up, keep moving forward. The most important part is to keep going. 3. Accept the challenge. Embrace the challenge as part of your growth process. Understand that challenges aren't punishments. They're opportunities for you to learn and become stronger. 4. Learn from every hardship. Take the lessons from every challenge you face. Even in hardship, there is wisdom. The more you learn from challenges, the more prepared you'll be for future ones. Remember, you're not defined by your struggles. You're defined by how you respond to them. The ability to overcome is not a matter of luck, but of mindset, determination, and the lessons you choose to learn along the way. The challenges and hardships you're facing right now are not signs of failure. They're not here to break you or hold you back. Instead, they're lessons, opportunities for growth, and stepping stones to becoming the person you were meant to be. Every setback you face, every obstacle you encounter, is a chance for you to learn, grow stronger, and get closer to fulfilling your purpose. It's easy to feel defeated when things aren't going the way you expected. You might feel as though the universe is working against you, or that you're not capable of rising above the difficulties in your path. But the truth is, these struggles are part of your journey, and they exist for a reason. They help shape who you are and prepare you for what lies ahead. Embrace the challenges because they are your teachers. They're pushing you towards greatness. Remember, you were born to overcome what others fall victim to. You have within you the strength, resilience, and power to rise above challenges that might seem insurmountable. It's easy to give up when things are tough, but it's in those very hardest moments that you'll discover just how strong you truly are. Don't give up in your most difficult times. I promise you, the moment you feel like quitting is often the moment just before you break through. The breakthroughs, the successes, and the growth are all waiting for you just beyond those obstacles. Keep going, keep believing, and keep fighting. You're stronger than you know. If this message has inspired you, please take a moment to like this video, share it with others who might need a reminder of their own strength, and subscribe to this channel for more motivation and lessons. By doing so, you'll be a part of a community that supports and lifts each other up together. We can all keep pushing forward. You are the chosen one. The pain and struggles you face are not there to break you, they are there to guide you toward your greatness. They're showing you just how strong, capable, and resilient you truly are. Step into this journey with confidence because success is waiting for you on the other side. Every challenge you face brings you one step closer to the person you're meant to be. Embrace it and keep moving forward.